Hello everyone, welcome to Task Careers. Today we will practice some ethics questions. How to write ethics answers. As we have completed Unit 1 Ethics and Human Interface, so we'll practice questions of this unit. So these are questions that I will guide you how to write with proper introduction, body and conclusion. Firstly, explain how ethics contributes to social and human well-being. This topic I have covered in first video itself, where I have explained you how ethics has contributed to human well-being by providing internal satisfaction, more responsible behavior, more leadership characteristics, etc. Similarly for social, if ethics is followed, then society will be peaceful, more caring, more brotherhood. All these points I have discussed earlier. So even though you know these points, how to write these answers? Firstly, in introduction, from question you can analyze. Here keyword is ethics. How ethics contribute to social and human well-being. You can't write social and human well-being in introduction, because this you can write in conclusion part, because in conclusion we always focus on writing either significance or writing something related to future aspect. So it's better that you will define simply what is ethics. These are some standards or principles that a society put on an individual, and those principles guide human behavior. So introduction can be write in simple words. You can quote any thinker if you want here, that by this thinker ethics is defined as this. First introduction structure is completed. Now body. Here you have to divide your body in two parts. Firstly, how social well-being can be ensured, how human individual well-being can be ensured. In those subheadings you have to write answer in bullet points. Firstly, in social well-being, if all society members are following all rules, then less chances of discrimination, then more unity and integrity. Similarly, more peaceful society. And you can write some examples that Gandhi has talked about. Ram Rajya. So if ethics is properly followed, then his dream of establishment of Ram Rajya can be fulfilled. You have write these points. Now similarly you can write how ethics ensure human well-being, as I have discussed earlier here. Now in conclusion, see, every paper, whether GS 1, 2, 3, has some simple or basic criteria to write answers. For example, if this question is of GS2, then you can mention about some articles, some DPSP, etc. Or you can mention about sustainable development goals. So these are some tricks, so that if you don't have some particular conclusion ready for this question, you can write and you can develop those skills. Here, if you want to write some basic conclusion, then you can mention how ethics can be ensured, or how to make people to follow these principles. So these points like education from childhood, where moral values should be inculcated. If education, training, these are followed properly, then ethics values can be inculcated. Thus, this is the overall structure of this question. You can write more specific or unique answers, because if you have read more books, more newspapers, then you have your personal examples, but overall structure will be same. You can write your examples in between these points. So first question I have discussed. Secondly, now young people with ethical conduct are not willing to come forward to join politics. Steps suggest to motivate them to come forward. This question can be asked in GS2 and GS4, but you have to write different answers for different papers. So in GS4 you have to focus more on keywords like ethical conduct, moral values. These are keywords to write ethics answers. So in introduction you can mention today's society, not only politics, facing some issue of degrading ethical values, and politics especially has seen this trend more. And then you can write some data from your GS2 knowledge. For example, Association of Democratic Reforms has mentioned that almost 69% politicians face criminal charges. Thus, there is a wrong perception, or there is a bad perception that politics is bad. And this is the reason that why our youth that have ethical conduct not willing to join active politics. So in introduction you have somewhat give background why people are not willing to come. If your time permits and you have space, then you can draw some diagram why young people are not ready. For example, you can write because there is a muscle power, then there is hereditary transfer of power, or you can say nepotism, there is dominancy of money power. These are some reasons that led to wrong perception or bad perception of politics. So in introduction you have given this point. Now in body you have to give some suggestions how to motivate them to come forward. In suggestions, here you have to write multidimensional answer. For to write multidimensional, you have to think what are the points you can write here. There are many stakeholders here: society, government, and leaders. So if someone has to take initiative, firstly start from leaders. So if some good leaders are in politics, then they should be used as a role model. Their documentaries should be published. They should be more popularized so that people know about them. Firstly, this step can be done. Secondly, government should use some strict measures so that this perception has to be improved, and this can be done only through attacking root cause of problem, that is why so much criminals. So there should be some strict implementation of law. Election Commission of India should give more powers, and even all political parties should voluntarily decide that criminals should not give tickets. So these are some legal steps. Now society at large, if improved, then there will be more good leaders will come, because always leaders come from our society. If society has more ethical values, then their leaders also will be good. And it is the society who has responsibility to choose right person for themselves. So if they are voting for a criminal, how you can expect that criminals will not be leaders? So it is a society responsibility. So these are some steps. Apart from this, these steps will give a direct push to those young people who don't want to come to politics. Apart from this, second is direct motivate those young people that if you want to improve something, then you have to go through that process. If someone want to clean a place but without going through that place, it is not possible. You have to go there, you have to clean that place, then only image of that place will be improved. And think, if more young people with more ethical conduct are there, then automatically environment will be improved, and this will attract later more younger people. So this can be introduction, body, and here notice that we in body we have given suggestions. So if you have not much time, then you can skip writing conclusion here, or you can simply write one line that all these steps will helpful in creating a good perception of politics. That's all for this question. Now third question. Law and ethics are considered to be tools for controlling human conduct. So to make it a civilized society, how they can achieve their objective, and give examples how their approaches are different. So ethics, we have discussed about it, how it can improve social well-being. If social well-being will be there, then a civilized society can be established. We have not discussed about law here, but law is mentioned in later unit of ethics, so you can define law by that unit. But even though you have not covered this topic, but if you have skills, then you can write this as a good answer, because you can simply define a law is some anything rules or regulation that is made by government or made by any state to regulate human activities. So you can define it by your GS2 knowledge. So now you have understood question that both of these are to regulate human activity, but how they are different. So here you have this content, and now you want to write answer. Firstly, introduction. You can define what is ethics, what is law. Your introduction will be over. Now body in first part is discuss how they achieve their objective. Firstly, law. How law achieve its objective? Because in every law there is a provision of punishment. If there is a violation of this law, then judiciary can play its role and will announce punishment. So a formal process will be there. Secondly, ethics. How ethics play a role? By ethics, if someone is not following those standards, principles, then he feel that he is not internally satisfied. He has a guilt for whole life. So this is an internal mechanism to guide one's behavior. Also, even our social institutions like panchayats, they also guide or they also regulate our ethical behavior, our family members. So these points can be write down here, giving examples how these two differ in their approaches. So this approach part is similar here also, and you can write different terminology to discuss how they achieve this objective, because in introduction part we have discussed how they achieve their objective, because they control human activity. A law define which activities are allowed, which are not allowed, and you can write in approach part how their approaches are different. Now give examples. You can write any part. For example, issue of rape cases or sexual harassment at workplace. So there is a law to punishment sexual harassment at workplace, law of 2013. Similarly, if ethics is followed, then every employer will feel his duty to respect other women employees, other women workers. Then these both mechanisms will ensure that women's safety and security at workplace. So these two different approaches, you have given examples here. So you can write conclusion that those law and ethics although have different mechanisms, but they are ensuring a civilized society by different means. This is a structure of your answer. If you notice that in earlier class where we have discussed lessons from lives of great leaders, reformers, then Gandhiji and Ambedkar, you can write their views on this topic, because Gandhiji has more focus on ethics part, but Ambedkar has more focus on writing law part. because Ambedkar focused on giving equality, liberty, these values in constitution, because he has believed that if something mentioned in law, if there is a provision of punishment, then all these provisions will be followed more. But Gandhiji focused on ethics. He has started Harijan because he want to change core values of others. He want that others should follow equality and lower caste people should not be discriminated, but this was done by mentioning equality in constitution by Ambedkar. So these two are a good examples to write in this question. Similarly, if you have another examples list, you can write in this question to make your answer specifically. So I hope now you understood how to write answer. This is last question that I will discuss today. Now, crisis of ethic values in modern times is traced to narrow perception of the good life. When we discussed about essence of ethics, we also discussed about there is crisis of ethics, and if these values are deteriorated from society, what can be consequences for a society, for an individual. We have discussed about these topics. Now here it is not asking about consequences, but it is saying that it is traced to narrow perception of good life. So introduction, how you can write here, as you know you are writing ethics paper, so introduction should be related to keywords like ethics. So you can mention what is crisis of ethical values. This can be defined at when these principles or standards which is society has established over a long time, these are not followed, then the crisis of ethical values will happen. For example, if society has principle of equality but someone has followed slavery, then these principles are not followed and the crisis has happened. So you can write introduction in this way with the example. How now body is not only about this term but also includes whole sentence, how it is narrow trace to perception of good life. So it wants to say that there are many reasons for crisis, but main factor is narrow perception of good life, because here everyone mean differently for term good life. If someone has meaning that good life is when someone has more money, then it is good life. If someone consider that if he is have a more luxury in life, he is living a very luxurious life, he is roaming around the world, he is doing whatever he wants to do, there are no restrictions on it from families, from state, for anyone, then he is considered as a good life. But here is third person who is considered that if he is doing something which helps others, especially those vulnerable people of our society, then he has some good life, he has done some good work. So there are different perception of good life. So according to this, crisis of ethics happen because person think their narrow interpretation of good life. Because if someone has narrow interpretation, if someone has this interpretation, then crisis of ethics will happen. So you have to write these points, you can write these examples, and in bullet points you can explain. For example, if someone is considering that only money is good, their good life, then crisis of ethics will happen, because now they are thinking about themselves only, and now the selfish tendency has developed in that person. He is thinking only about himself. Secondly, you can write about that his work not following ethical values, because in consequences of ethics we have discussed about utilitarian, teleological and deontological. So you can write one point from them, because if his points are not following utilitarian principle, that is good, most good for large number of people, then his action is not according to ethical values. Secondly, teleological, you can write his end point is not good, Then second dimension can be write down deontological, because he is not following good or right means. Here right means can be following honesty, integrity, but if someone is doing corruption to gain money, then he is not following right means. Then you can write these points. Here your answer have some ethical terms, deontological consequences, and you have some practical examples also. For example, corruption issue, luxury issue, helping others. These terms shows how you have internalized this ethics terms in your own life, in your own words. This is necessary for this paper. So we have discussed introduction, body, and conclusion. In conclusion, you can mention what can be done to ensure that crisis of ethical values not happen. Here, what should an individual do? Individual should focus on meditation, yoga, should follow those leaders which have done selfless work. These initiative can be done by individual, and here society can also play a role, because if socialization is done very well, then right values can be inculcated starting from childhood. So we should also focus on giving right values at right time. So you can give some suggestions. Right body with various dimensions and examples and introduction. So we have covered 4 questions today. So you have understood now that how you can generate your own points. You don't need every answer from some book. You can simply use your GS knowledge as well as understanding of ethical terms to write answers. So if you want to read, you can read some books like Lexicon. That is good book for make you to understand concepts better. But always remember, these are books and you have to write some administrative answers, some real life examples, and these examples you can write only by yourself, not from any book. And you have to develop skills to write answers. So if you are reading book, that's good, but make sure that you are taking some small notes. Or you can do one thing, you can read books, you can write extra points on these PDFs, so that your work will be reduced. Now I have mentioned different 4 questions here, but you have to do, you can write daily 2 questions, by which your practice will be continued and you will develop skills of writing answers, ethical answers especially, slowly and gradually. So that's all for today. Thank you so much. I hope you will write these questions, but I will advise you that before writing these answers, you should firstly revise all those videos, so that if you have some points, then you can write better answers. Thank you so much.